Himansa Herath. The missing piece, Himansa Herath.
Have you ever had to turn your house upside down? Search your entire closet, inside your bag, under your shoes, or even look at your pet suspiciously to find that missing piece of a puzzle? Contestia, ladies and gentlemen, they were running towards him, and I was watching from a distance. Laughing out loud, they ran away. A few years ago, I was an English volunteer teacher at a rural school back in Thailand. I walked towards him. Kai, the most innocent kid in the school. The bullies had broken his little puzzle into pieces. His snow white face started turning blood red, and he started crying, looking at me for help. Now, I didn't know how to pamper a crying kid. So I took him to my office. I didn't have a puzzle, but I had a cup, and I taught him the cup song. 5 minutes later, it looked as if Kai had taught me the cup song. Hundreds of eyes, including the bullies, were eagerly watching us, wanting to learn it. But I stepped back, leaving Kai to teach them. From that day onwards, his little puzzles were never broken again. For as long as I can remember, I have hated teaching kids, for the simple fact that they soon forget me. But Kai made me love teaching kids today. Every morning, he would leave me a small flower on my table to remind me that I was important to him. About an year ago, I was sitting in my lecture hall, trying so hard to keep my eyes open, when the voice next to me said, "She won't stop talking, would she? I feel sleepy too." Pulasti shared the same agony as me. From that day onwards, Pulasti became my sidekick. "Himansa, I do have a lot of money." One evening, he told me while we were on our usual routine, ditching a lecture. "But Himansa, I don't feel important. Do you know what my dream is? To study international relations and become the Sri Lankan ambassador to the USA. But no, I have to become a lawyer so that my parents have someone to look after their property. I feel like a crab running on the sand. I'm being picked up, put into a pot of water. I enjoy the water, not knowing that I am being boiled for someone else's food." I held Pulasti's hand. "Pulasti, you only live once. If you want to become an ambassador, be one. Even that means spilling the pot. Because remember, you are important." Today, Pulasti is the smartest student in his international relations class. He is my foreign news. He had created World War III back at home by spilling the pot and becoming the strongest and the greatest crab that I had ever seen. A few weeks passed. I was again in my lecture hall when I got a sudden call. "Appachi." I excused myself because it looked urgent. "Amma passed away. Amma, my chamber of secrets. She would constantly shout at me for my endless number of wounds, my loss of teeth, my tomboyish manners, but Amma was my epitome of love. Pulasti, I ran towards the only comfort that I could think of. Clinging on to him, I asked him to bring her back. Tell me this was all a dream. Suddenly, I was left with a hole so dark and deep in my heart without my epitome, and I felt useless. Pulasti held my hand. Himansa, right now, your world is a boiling pot of water, so hot and numb that you feel numb inside. But remember, I will be there to get you out of it and get you breathing again, because remember, you are important. Ladies and gentlemen, every one of us needs someone, even the most random person sitting right next to you, at some point in our lives. Kai, myself, and Pulasti were missing pieces of a puzzle, unique and important. I helped them realize that they were important in some way. In return, Kai made me the best teacher any kid could ever ask for. And Pulasti, he became my epitome of love. In life, there comes moments when you feel useless, when you start to question, why was I even born? When you think, nobody cares about me. Take a moment. If you don't feel important, make someone else feel important. Because that way you have the unique happiness of feeling and becoming important. Because remember, you are the missing piece to someone else's puzzle. Over to you.